Good morning, City Church. Aaron Sands here, and as we begin our time of worship, I just wanted to start with a few announcements. First off, please keep up with the emails we're sending out related to the search process, and right now we are receiving nominations for the Pastoral Search Committee. So we just want to highlight that a lot is being communicated right now, and we encourage you to continue to prayerfully consider whether you could be nominated for this, and if you would avail yourself to that in the season ahead. But also, we really want you to consider who you would nominate and to at least nominate one person. So keep up with that information. We're excited to see some nominations already coming in. And tomorrow night at 7:30, Monday night at 7:30, we have a Q&A Zoom call just to continue to respond to questions and have some dialogue together. The second thing I wanted to announce is that the Divided by Faith book discussion group that I am leading along with my wife Carrie, that starts up this weekend, this coming Saturday for the next 5 Saturdays. So we would love to have you participate in that. There's still slots available. And we have the books. So if you haven't signed up yet but are able to this week, we would love to get you the book. And then we hope that as many that are able could participate in this. It's a timely book and timely things for us to discuss and process and then respond to in this current moment. Last thing is that every Monday, weekly announcements are sent out by email. Please take a moment to read those and to scroll through the different things. Let that lead you to prayer for the different things happening in our church throughout the week. As we begin our time of worship this morning, we come with a lot of things on our hearts and our minds. Our city has taken a step back with COVID-19. The infection rate has gone up, and so things are changing. Communities around us, the things that we're involved in, the things we're reading and paying attention to are a lot about how systems and structures, even how we memorialize people and events, could change and need to change. We also just come with a lot on our minds and hearts about all the decisions that we have to make right now. Should we go? Should we not go? Should I wear a mask? Who's going to be there? What are they doing with COVID, physical distancing? All these things can be really burdensome. And so I just want to acknowledge that. And as we worship together this morning, God invites us to come as we are in the midst of that. God doesn't say, get your act together and then come. He says, come as you are. And so that's what we do this morning as we worship together. Another reminder this morning is that God wants to transform us. Think about all the times throughout this last week that you've been formed by the world around you. You've been formed by your work. You've been formed by what you're reading. You've been formed by what you're thinking about and the conversations, the stress that you feel. Our time of worship is an intentional way to reform us, to help us be transformed by God. And to take the habits and attitudes that are being shaped by the world and actually draw them back afresh to Christ and to God's work in us and through us. As we worship this morning, we're going to start with a call and response from Psalm 111, that God is worthy of our praise. Later in the worship service, Weston Duke is preaching from Psalm 139, and Weston is the RUF minister, the campus minister at MTSU, and we're blessed to have him preaching with us this morning, helping us be reminded that there's a reality that God knows us. God knows us, and we can bank on that. And then the second thing would be, what would our response be? Because God knows us and knows us so intimately. Lastly, we would like to encourage you to come to take the table. The Lord's Supper will be offered at Riverside. So please come and make that part of your worship experience and how you would worship together today. Blessings to you.